on EA Sports. We'll see Baker Mayfield. He had a solid performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns. It's the Steelers and the Colts, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
But not far from where the Steelers' former homes at Three River Stadium, Forbes Field once stood. We are at Pittsburgh. 2 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the number 1 overall pick in the 2018 draft, the Oklahoma Sooner, Baker Mayfield.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie, one of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Mayfield. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Mayfield now. He gets it complete to Harris. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
Holding offense.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Rodgers to return it. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They'll start here with Jackson. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27.
That's up. To the defense, great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Lawrence to throw. Got a man, it's complete to Jelani Woods.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Lawrence on 3rd down. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
But when you do call quarterback sneak, you don't mind if your quarterback's a little bit on the vertically challenged side, do you? Because he's just going to hide behind his big guys up front and be able to surge forward and pick up the first down.
Lawrence now to throw after that last run. eluding the pressure right. And his throw here is incomplete. The Colts are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Now Lawrence. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Mayfield to throw it. Johnson's got it complete. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Throwing, Mayfield. He gets this one to Johnson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They hand this off to Harris, and he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone. Now Mayfield. That's taken in by Callaway. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. On the give, this is Harris. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. Jet sweep. Here's Pickens with it. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Mayfield looks to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Marquez Callaway. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From the 6. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. First target, first catch, and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now Lawrence on first down. Incomplete there.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
But to throw again is Lawrence. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On third down, Lawrence. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So they decline it as that will bring up 4.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it fourth down.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Baker Mayfield going to lead his offense back out there. He had the touchdown pass last time they had it, and they'll start here with a 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Mayfield. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. On fourth down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Colts going to take over now late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick, and the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Throwing again on second down. Mayfield. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And here's Rodgers on the return. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And the Colts about to go on offense one final time in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. He'll get that complete to Albert O. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Lawrence. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
Rohrwasser's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room. Maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of the team, and they could come out with real sharp in the second half.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Well, that return had all the trappings of really good scouting. You could tell that they thought they saw something on tape that they could take advantage of, and they dialed it up at just the right time to give them a great return.
They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Steps away. That's going to be caught downfield by Anderson. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Play action. It's Lawrence. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Touchdown, Colts! Kylen Granson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Colts have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Rodgers on the return. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Colts to take over. They were losers a week ago to the Texans, but they're on top right now as they start this drive out 1st and 10. They'll start this drive and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the 2nd half, and that's a big giveaway there. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
The previous play is under review.
Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video...
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Lawrence now off the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. That'll be caught by Anderson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them. And boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And this one's incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Forced out to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Steelers' 15-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 3rd down, this is Jackson. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Here's Lawrence. Touchdown! Albert Okuwebunam. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts get an important score there to extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. A 10-play drive that time, and the result for the Colts is a touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. It'll be Edmonds to begin the drive. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Another carry now for Edmonds. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. He finds Austin complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. Mayfield to throw it. He'll get this underneath to Edmonds. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. This is Harris. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Mayfield. Open man downfield is Johnson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. It's a gain of 34. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Yannick Ngakoue able to record his 5th sack of the season. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far. But 2nd and 13 here. This is Harris. And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Boswell's kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position with all 3 timeouts. I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers. Anyone who's going to lay down a block, don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Here's Lawrence. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Colts have just about sewn up this football game. They run on 1st down with Jackson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They run again with Jackson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it.
And that's a tired defense out on the field right now. They desperately need a stop to get the ball back to their offense, but they're having trouble getting that done. Another gut-wrenching run right there.
The trolley trucks over it. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Back to throw. Lawrence out to his left. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead now up to 14. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. And the Steelers getting set and ready for their next possession. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Mayfield to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break.